Hey, what's up? It's the Kid 50 Cent. You're now tuned in to Hot97.com. Keep it locked.
The money ain't a thing when you party with me. It's what we into. It's simple. We ball out of control like you wouldn't believe.
The real 50 Cent is in the building.
Yeah, man.
Did you hear Cypher's rendition?
Nah, I didn't hear.
You weren't tuned in on the way over here?
Nah, I missed it.
I didn't have you here for my first break, so I put Cypher in the chair and he
Are you serious?
played the role of 50 Cent.
You see that, man?
It was not nearly as entertaining.
Everybody's different with you, Ange.
What do you mean?
I mean, Joe was up here. He was good. He didn't say anything. Then he just went to Connecticut and just went crazy again.
Oh, but you were listening.
See, you was like, yeah, I was tuned in. Like, watch this. I want you to say something. You know, I wanted him to say something.
Well, he made a statement on the show that he said he wasn't going to address it anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I'm done with that, with his piece of that anyway.
Is the first thing you brought up though in the chair?
Yeah, because I was surprised that he didn't say anything. Because he went and said something new in Connecticut. He was on Jenny Boom Boom.
Was that before? Was it taped maybe?
Nah, it was. It could have been.
Yeah. Because on the show, on my show, he said he was making the announcement that he was no longer going to participate in this.
Yeah.
In that. Thanks for listening, though.
I listen to your show all the time.
Thanks, man.
To see who's gonna say something crazy.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I know.
You should call in sometimes.
I will when they're there. Not when people that I've had what's the names with though, like altercations.
Stop reading the magazine.
I think so.
You don't get a lot. You can take it. I got the new copy of the show. You can have that. So talk to me about what's happening here. Take this mic closer. Where do we start, Faith? We don't have a lot of time, so we gotta get right to it.
Yeah, let's get to it.
You're right. You're right where you love to be.
Yeah, you know.
You got a few things bubbling at the same time.
They put me in a good space again.
The internet, the thisis50.com is really getting hits, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's doing great. We're up 60%.
Is that one of the main reasons that you
would take
make
on
these movies?
Well, the reason when you would take on an artist doesn't generate the same interest you do.
What?
Like Rick Ross.
Right.
Like the reason how you can capitalize off it is by having the interest go somewhere where you can sell advertisement space.
Thisis50.com.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So is that a reason you would, or you just enjoy,
or you just the enjoy site it? Is up 60%. You know what I'm saying? So right now he's in Dallas. He's on the street team. Because he says something and people wait for the response on thisis50.com. I'm sure y'all saw Curly. You know, I create characters based on the things that they say.
And you're pretty funny.
You know, I'm enjoying myself.
You seem to really be enjoying yourself. Like this is you at your.
Yeah, you gotta improvise. We can't keep it just to what hip hop was traditionally because the formats are changing. When we have to rely on BET or MTV to create a platform for us to be seen and heard, now the web is taking over that. Like the #1 music video on BET, I believe, is being played 6 times a week. So. We spend $1 million on that for what? Like how strong can those impressions be?
No, I get it. I get the business behind it.
Right.
And you seem to really kind of mastered how to take like a quote unquote beef or rap beef or whatever it is and really mold it to benefit you financially. Like I think you've done
you gotta make art out of that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, because you know it's not gonna go anywhere. As long as you generate interest, you're gonna have people, you know. The culture itself is competitive.
Do you think you've mastered how to not, or do you still have concerns about it crossing the line?
Well, you know,
because it seems all fun for you and all good. Like even when I'm watching you and some of the Curly and even the cartoons, which some are really funny, and so everybody's like, "Oh, this is a fun, silly beef," and then the video with Khaled's mom comes out, and that changes the whole tone.
Because the lines were crossed, and people always hear the shot, they don't never see the smack. They'll never see.
Yeah, I didn't see or hear the smack.
Like they'll go too far putting my son's photograph on Photoshop things. Like I never mentioned Fat Joe's children or anybody else that I've had issues with prior to that. I kept it to them. You know, I mean, and Rick Ross's child is 3 years old, so there is no conflict with him going to school dealing with kids saying the things that they're saying.
Okay.
You know, so when we get into that space, you take the rings up. There's no parameters. Then we can just do whatever we want to do.
But at some point, you took it down, so you felt.
No, that came from the other sources. People like Flex, everybody else is calling, going, "Yo, this is going a little too far." And I'm like, "Well, listen, tell them to take that down, and I'll take this down." Because I don't personalize any of it.
Right.
Just like if it gets past the traditional music and entertainment, I'll show them something new.
Is there
They haven't seen that before, and trust me. They haven't seen me totally just use my resources in ways to do that.
Even in your face just got a little evil on me.
It just changes. They don't want to do that.
Your face got a little evil on me, even thinking about it.
They just want to be nice.
Are there no parameters though? Are there no? It's like children. Like if everybody played fair, right? If your son, a picture of your son never show up, are there no like? Are there parameters like wives and kids and all of that?
I do that. Like unless it's something that's already public. The photograph I used of Fat Joe and his wife on the beach was something that was already on the web right there in front of us. Mm-hmm. You know, so I just used it as the cover of Elephant in the Sand.
Yeah, but you got,
which kind of motivated.
You got Rick's baby mother.
Yeah, but she wanted. She came to see me.
Well, here's what I'm wondering. This is what I said on the air too the next day.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of G did you have to? Because I felt she was really happy to be there. I almost felt like. I really wonder how you got her there. Like what you told her, what kind of gas. Well, I feel like there was some gas that happened.
It wasn't a real gas. You know what it was?
It was, I'm going to take you shopping, I'm going to take care of you.
No. That was spontaneous.
that was you didn't even promise that.
No,
that just
was
happened.
not promised. That was what happened after we
you
were
got
there.
here. She got here. But what was how did you get her here is what I want to know.
But you know, like, I think there's a point where...
This is more like what goes on in somebody's mind. Why would she come here?
In all relationships, I think there's a point where they don't matter anymore. Like when we could point to moments in our relationships with people you've previously been with where it felt good enough for you to feel like you were just going to be with that person. And then you're not with that person right now, so it says that we grow into a different space. As humans, we change. Like, the things that we value change.
Okay,
so,
right.
In the relationship that they're in, the woman's exhausted. Like it's not the same circumstances.
She's looking for a place to bash him, or she's looking for.
But not a place to bash him, but just someone who's interested in hearing her side of it.
So that's the card you play.
Yeah, like I mean,
somebody's got to hear your story, Mom.
Right.
Is that kind of how
this is wrong. This is wrong.
Right, exactly. This is what I want to know.
You know what I'm saying? In all honesty, think about it, man. Like, look, in a space where you're in a celebrity space where he'll say he doesn't speak to anyone unless it's a $10 million conversation. Mm. And it goes through a process of 2 years before he's getting ready to be held in contempt of court before he shows up to deal with his child support.
So then you call her.
I mean, forget about how you kick her. What about your flesh and blood? What about your son?
That's a whole other show.
See, in my case, my child support case,
rappers and child support
totally different.
Is a whole other story.
Mine's is me overpaying and me saying, you don't understand? Okay, let me take you so they can tell you how you're being overpaid.
Mm. And you want
I filed for child support.
That, right?
Yeah. So when I filed, they told amount and I gave it to her.
But before you had been paying her more, right?
Yeah. Mm. So I mean, it was a decrease.
Could you go back to my line of questioning for one moment?
Okay.
Because you take me other places sometimes. So
it's my job, man.
Yeah, I know, and this is my job to bring you back. So we so the girl comes down, and then you make a song recently where you kind of implying that there was some intimacy with the wife, with the baby mama.
I said, me and your baby mama, we've been intimate, maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, so now you gotta use your imagination.
Now she's got to feel a little way too, right?
I don't think so.
Or you don't really care?
I think she likes me. I think she likes my personality. Because I'm a nice guy.
You're a monster though.
You know, I'm a nice guy. I think the opportunity to provide a platform for her to find, I found someone else.
How much money did you spend that day on her? I'm just curious.
It was about, $4,000 or $5,000 each one in the jacket.
Really? Because on the video it didn't look that much. It was like one bag.
But the jackets was like $4,000 or $5,000 a piece.
Really?
And then...
Which is nothing to you. It's like taking somebody to dinner probably, right? The equivalent to like a regular
that'd be expensive dinner. That'd have to be a group.
I'm saying like a regular guy's salary and compared to what you make for a living, it's the equivalent. It's not hurting you. It's not like denting the bank, that little price that costs.
And you know what's crazy is she's seen that kind of money before. She's seen that before, and it looks like it's a whole new. See, it looks exciting and a surprise to her because it was spontaneous,
right?
And it was a surprise, but she's seen that type of finances before. Prior to Rick, she was and married to a guy who actually lived the lifestyle that Rick writes about.
Oh, so you know the whole story. Is she doing a book? Are you doing a book with her?
She's writing a book. I know the guy is publishing it.
I thought you were publishing it.
No, that's not.
That's why I definitely saw that coming. I was like, he's definitely gonna publish the book.
I mean, I hope that I put in the right space with the people who's gonna actually do it. It actually will be out March 24th.
And you promote
The same day that Rick Ross's record comes out. And it's Tia's Diary, Deeper Than Rap.
And you have no financial interest in that book?
Well, of course, you put people together. You want.
Ah, yes.
I put you together. I help you out. I get you the story.
The king of the financial interest in the rap beef. That's your new title.
Yeah, I mean, well, there's always a way to, do different things when you're resourceful.
Unbelievable. Huh? Oh, we gotta get to the next song. All right, we gotta get to your joint. What are we doing?
I get it in.
Yeah, we'll do I Get It In right now. It's my bonus 50s here. We'll take some.
I'm gonna do my thing. It's crazy in the club when I'm in there, man. Get up. Trust me, homie, I'm not